So this is the clock stove. Door action, very simple. You were given a little tool here, this little bit of metal. It fits into your ash pan for de-ashing. So pretty simple. It's a good deep ash pan, so obviously once this gets full it does need disposing. Never straight into your bin, always put it somewhere outside, ideally a metal bucket or a container, just so it's completely cold. You might just end up with a little hot ember in there which could ignite your bin. Be careful of letting your ash bridge the bottom of your grate. Also, you want airflow underneath. So really, once this gets full, dispose. You're also given a pair of gloves as the stove gets extremely hot. Obviously, they're there for your protection as well. This stove has 2 air controls at the bottom, and there's also a tertiary air holes at the back. You have no control over those. The stove will allow the air in through as it needs it. The secondary air control is on the right, and these open, and clockwise is fully open, and when you turn them anti-clockwise it closes them. So for lighting you would open both of them fully. This is your primary air control, same again. And what the primary does is allow air under the grate for when you're burning smokeless coal, and the secondary allows air from the top, your air wash system, bringing air in from above when you're burning wood. So we'll get this little fire going. And this stove, we would normally say you leave the door ajar on most stoves, but this one we can fully close the door, simply because when these air controls are fully open, it allows a lot of air into the stove. However, if we did just get a little bit of condensation, I would just say just give the door a crack for 5 minutes, just crack it open a little bit, just allow a bit of air in and then just let it pick up. So just let the fire now establish. One thing just to bear in mind, the first few heat cycles, you will find the stove give off quite an odour. It might look like there's a haze coming off the paintwork. It's perfectly normal. This is just the paint curing onto the stove body. So we do emphasise just building up smaller fires, getting bigger each time. Don't shock the stove, just let it stretch and relax very, very nicely, and just build up gently over a period of time. So the fire's got going now, so we'll just burn a bit of kindling, so we will close the primary, and then we'll just start to regulate slightly, closing the secondary, just nice and slowly. And the main control then is really the last quarter turn, where you can really slow the burn down, controlling the fire. However, you don't want to go too far. It's all about not having a mad fire, it's about having a hot, slow burning fire where the flames go deeper in colour. Really making sure you're burning off. You don't want to obviously kill it completely, you always want to see flame, because then you are burning off all those bits and then negligibles coming out the top of your chimney. And that's your clock stove.